Good morning, my children. Welcome to your English class. Now, today, my children, we're going to start with new animals, okay? Now, remember, we have been working with animals before. What type of animals? Well, farm animals, for example. Do you remember some farm animals? Like the cows, like the sheep, like the pigs, like the horses, another like the donkeys also are part of farm animals. Also, we work with the group of animals of the zoo. For example, the elephants, the giraffes, the monkeys, the lions, and the tigers, okay? Today, my children, we're going to concentrate on animals of the sea. Now, the sea is a place that is completely full of water, okay? Water, agua. So a sea, it's completely full of water. Now, some of these animals, they live under the sea, not in the surface, under the sea, okay? Now, we are going to see what animals live in the sea. And for that, I have here several examples. The most common animals of the sea. So, let's start. For this, remember, you have to repeat after me so you can remember it and memorize it quicker. Let's start. The first one, it's an animal that contains a lot of arms. 8 arms, okay? A lot of arms. And it's called an octopus. Repeat after me, please. Octopus. Okay? And the color of the octopus is color purple. But sometimes they can have several colors, including pink or including black. But in this case, color purple, okay? Let's continue with the second animal of the sea, which is the most popular, the most common of all. It is a fish. Please repeat after me. Fish. Excellent. Now, there are several sizes, tamaños, sizes for the fish, okay? Some of them can be very small, others can be very gigantic, can be very big and enormous, okay? But in this case, because we are still small children, that's why we are going to concentrate with the cuter fishes, okay? Los más lindos. So the cuter fishes are the ones that are small, okay? Very good. And the most popular fish in the world, I think it's Nemo. So that's why I draw it here, okay? We have the clownfish, or also known as Nemo, okay? Now let's continue with the seahorse, okay? Please repeat after me. Seahorse. Now, seahorses are medium size, okay? And they like float. They don't have arms like octopus, and they don't have wings like the fishes, okay? They don't have arms, okay? They float. Like if they were flying, they floated, okay? So this is called a seahorse, and the seahorse are color pink. Let's continue with the crab. Now, sometimes crabs can be either in the sea or out of the sea, okay? Pueden estar adentro o afuera del mar, okay? Now, crabs are sometimes very dangerous because sometimes they have these arms that they can pinch people, okay? So we have to be careful when we see one, and if we want to dodge it or approach it, no, we can't do that because it can pinch us, okay? It can bite with their arms, okay? So we have to be very careful. And the crabs are colored red, and they are small animals, small but very, very dangerous, okay? Let's continue with the starfish. And as the name implies, it looks like a star. But this star, it doesn't live in the sky. It lives under the sea, okay? And the starfishes sometimes have color yellow, okay? Very good. Now, please repeat one more time the new vocabulary animals of the sea. One by one. Octopus, fish, seahorse, starfish, crab. Excellent. The activities of today, my children, consist on 3 pages. The first page right here are animals of the sea, like the ones that I have right here. Now, on top of the animals, we have a number. Now, do you remember what number is this? It's a number that we have been working also with this number. It's number 6, which looks like a cherry. Do you remember what is a cherry? It's una cereza, that's a cherry. Now, in order, again, to remember the number, let's count the animals of the sea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6, like the number that appears right here. Now, these animals, my children, these animals of the sea, you can paint it with the colors that you want. It's optional. If you want to use the colors that I used, there is no problem. If you want to paint with the colors that you want, there is no problem also, okay? Now, after you finish this activity, the second part is the most important. Trace the numbers. You have to trace all number 6 that appear here with your pencil, okay? This is the most important part of the activity. Now, once you have finished with this page, remember, we turn it around and we are going to concentrate on these 2 pages. Now, the pages that appear here are all the numbers that we have seen so far, hasta ahorita todos los que hemos visto. Starting with the number 1, which is like a soldier, until number 6, the cherry. Now, these numbers, I draw them here so I can give you the example, okay? Now, don't forget that while you are tracing, you have to repeat the number. So let's start. We begin with number 1, which is the soldier. Number 1, number 1, number 1. Let's continue with the number 2, which is the dog. What? Number 2, number 2, number 2. Let's continue with the number 3, which is the snake. Number 3, number 3, number 3, number 3. Now let's continue with the number 4, which is the chair upside down. Number 4, number 4, number 4. Excellent. Now let's continue with the number 5. Now don't forget that the number 5 looks like the teacher with a big belly, with a big stomach. Number 5, number 5, number 5. Okay? Very good. Now, the last number of the class, number 6, which is like a cherry. Number 6, number 6, number 6. Excellent. We are doing an excellent job. Don't forget, whenever we are working and we are working excellent, we raise our thumbs up, because we are doing an excellent job. Okay, so that's it for today, my children. Don't forget to work correctly, don't forget to work properly, and to do an excellent job at home with mother or father. Okay, don't forget to review animals of the sea. Don't forget to review numbers from 1 to 6. So that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.